I want to, because I'm just intrigued and curious about what the next level of unlocking could look like.
Yeah, and I think it's about enjoying the ride, and we've talked about this before. You unlock, you clear, you unlevel, do what you need to do, and then enjoy the ride for a bit.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, what's next? But it's not that something's missing or I'm searching again as before.
Yeah.
It's a bit like, no, just what's next? Okay. Something's presented to me, because we always talk about journeys, you know. I'm a regular, and it's always because I'm like, right, what's next? Okay, where am I going with this?
That's it. You know, it doesn't have to come. When I met you, I think it was coming from what it was coming from more of a place of lack. You know, something's missing, it's not enough. What's the missing piece of the puzzle kind of thing? And you know, what I've come to realize now is that you can still explore these things, but from a much different place, where
Absolutely,
you know, like everything is, I don't feel like anything's missing, but yet there are still things that I want to work on, but it's coming from a place of like kindness and compassion, rather than this sort of beat yourself up because it's not enough. I've got to strive to get more kind of mental.
I think it's curiosity as well, because you know, I said to you I did a journey 3 weeks ago, and then just this last week I've been really creative. I got back into the creative stream again, and so that's why I would do it. It's not because there's anything lacking, it's just a little bit of direction is what I was looking for. And that's what the medicine gives me. It's like, right, come on then, she knows where she's going now. And I think if people wanted to look into like the neuroplasticity and the behaviors that take place with plant medicine, it's not because you're ill or something's wrong or, you know, or lack. It's like, no, it's mind expansion. Knowledge, mind expansion, other things.
I was really interested in that because part of my kind of professional world is NLP. Neuro linguistic program, which is of course around, and hypnotherapy is to a degree around neuroplasticity, and I feel like it's supercharged that a bit, because how do I verbalize it? What I kind of noticed since meeting you and doing this work is that you just start to realize that there's doors that exist that you didn't know. Maybe they have always been there, but you just didn't notice them. But it's easy to put it as like an actual real life example. So loads of things I wanted to focus on, but during doing this work, I realized that I used to love DJing, and I hadn't DJed for over 20 years. And that DJing door, if you want to call it that, had always been there, but I just hadn't even been aware of it. And if I had subconsciously become aware of it, I'd almost battered it away before I'd consciously realized it was there. I've now started DJing again. And the joy it brought me is, so it's just a very subtle real life example that gives me things like that. It's like, oh yeah, I love DJing. Why did I stop? I'm not sure. Oh cool, I'm going to start again. And it might sound like so obvious, so simple, but trust me, I've spent like 20 years not even realizing that the DJ door was there. And then it's like, oh yeah, cool, I'm going to walk through that one, and then opportunities unfold. That's another example of it's less like deep and heavy and emotional. It's just like a real life thing of like,
and that's a fact, day to day.
Fun, you know?
Exactly. I think the best thing I loved, and I think it's okay, so please stop if it's not, is when you gave yourself permission to live in purpose. That was massive. Absolutely. That was a massive break. So
I mean, you can't see it, but on there's a table behind me, and I've got it's like a token, a voucher. You get these voucher books, like on a Father's Day one, you know, today I'm allowed to do this. And I doctored it. We customized it to say that, you know, I'm essentially, I can't remember the exact wording, but you know, along the lines of, I give myself permission to live in line with my true purpose.
That's it.
And I got my partner and my son to sign off on it as well. So we all signed it. That's sellotape to my desk over there. And that was important. So the kind of premise of it was, for the next X amount of weeks, as much as you possibly can, focus on that and do the things that resonate, do the things that you give yourself permission to do these things. And I noticed that the more you do it, and the more you give yourself that permission and do it, the more you see of it. The more feedback, I don't know what you want to call it, evidence, the more signs that you get reflected back to you of like, oh right, when you do focus on that pathway, because it feels aligned and you have now given yourself permission, you get more and more reasons, if you like, to keep going down that pathway. And that's how new things come about in life, that, you know, that these